Good evening and welcome to 12 News at 6. I'm Kariba Devine.
I'm Jonathan McCall. Mark is on assignment covering the D-backs. We'll check in with him live at Chase Field in just a few moments. But first, tonight in a story that you'll only see right here on 12 News, questions about mixing church and state.
A mandatory high school assembly held earlier this month in the West Valley caught some students and teachers off guard. The featured performer promoted his Christian faith and distributed Bible booklets to hundreds of students in attendance.
12 News, the school's principal is apologizing for that event. 12 News I-Team journalist Joe Dana tells us why a First Amendment watchdog group is actually getting more complaints like this from Arizona parents. Joe?
Tell us, since 1947, the Supreme Court ruled the First Amendment requires a strict separation of church and state. A local nonprofit dedicated to that cause says they're still gathering facts about what happened at this assembly and considering whether to take legal action.
We need you to help send us to schools and churches.
Former American Idol contestant Scott McIntyre runs a faith-based nonprofit
To help others find hope and experience God.
Born with vision impairment, McIntyre gives inspirational messages about overcoming odds. Earlier this month, Millennium High School booked McIntyre for an assembly. A teacher and parents who asked not be identified allege McIntyre mixed his message with his Christian views. This booklet was also distributed to hundreds of students in attendance. Titled A Student Life Reference Manual, it contains the New Testament, Psalms, Proverbs, along with the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution.
I don't have any problem with the fact that they handed out Bibles.
Jamie Matthews says one of her kids took the booklet home, another did not.
And let's say they handed out, Muslim literature or Mormon literature. Would that be concerning?
No, it would not. I want my kids to be exposed to a variety of different cultures and beliefs.
The schools absolutely cannot proselytize. They absolutely cannot.
Diane Post is an attorney with the nonprofit Secular Coalition of Arizona.
Some of the parents that contact us are from minority religions, and they say, we're not comfortable, we don't want our child exposed to this.
The organization is gathering facts about how the assembly was organized and what school policies are in place.
And then you try to resolve the situation without filing any lawsuits.
The day after the assembly was held, Millennium Principal Nicole Bundy wrote a letter to parents saying, "We sincerely apologize for any discomfort or concern that this incident may have caused. We take this matter seriously and will be reviewing our guest speaker selection and screening processes to prevent such incidents from happening in the future." The district tells us the student council organized the assembly and the school was not aware Bible booklets would be distributed. Post says complaints regarding violations of the First Amendment's Establishment Clause are going up each year.
We've gone up from 16 to 28 to 30 to 32 to 34, and already this year, in October, I'm up to 42.
And Post says some of those complaints relate to religious views involved in incidents on college campuses and also school board meetings.
And Joe, we know that schools, they do have religious clubs, right? So where do schools draw the line?
The courts have ruled that essentially high schools can host student-oriented clubs with a religious component, like a Christian club, so as long as the schools allow other types of clubs as well. Teachers can also discuss religion in class as it relates to history or impact on society. The concern here is with Secular AZ is they're saying, look, this appears to be promoting one religion, Christianity, in an assembly, and that would amount to essentially preaching.
Interesting.
All right.
Okay.
Joe, thank you.
Joe, thanks.